to leave, already packed.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today I am here to film my February budget. This is going to be my family budget. It is a family budget for a family of 4. It is me, my husband, and my 2 daughters, and we live in the suburbs of Chicago. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Before I get into it though, I wanted to quickly mention the budget planner that you're going to see in this video is my very own. It's our 2025 Humble Beginnings budget planner, and it is currently marked down by 40% because we're obviously in 2025. So if you're looking for a way to get into budgeting and you want to start your budgeting journey, this would be a great option. You'll kind of see some of the schedules here in a second, but I just figured I'd mention that. A great thing to invest in if you're wanting to get started. I'm also going to show you some stickers, and those are also for my Etsy shop. All of my stickers that are 7x9 will work in this planner, including the monthly views and all of that. So definitely use the links down below if you want to pick up a budget planner or some stickers, and we can go ahead and get into it. I'm also going to just kind of quickly say I am sorry for the shadows. This, unfortunately, is the best I'm gonna get on a Saturday night at 7 o'clock. There's no sunshine, and the area that I normally film in has shadows because of our lights. So I'm sorry about that, but hopefully you can still get some of the same budgeting help or guidance or just a fun watch regardless. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna start by taking out my little clip-in bookmark. This matches the front of the planner, which is so cute, and I love this new material that we have this year. I'm going to use kit 225 this month. I love the colors in this kit. I love that there's pink, I love the browns, and the more mint color, and I love florals, and I'm obsessed with music, so I thought this would be a fun one to kind of experiment with. So normally I don't put monthly views up, but I think I'm going to today just to kind of do something a little bit different. I have been in a little bit of a slump when it comes to budgeting, and I always say the best way to make budgeting fun is by making it cute. So that's what we're going to do. I always have had like kind of a good method for doing this, but unfortunately I am kind of out of practice. So I think the best bet is to line it up with the edge and kind of go for, oh, that's not going to be the best way to do it. Never mind. Never mind. All right, there we go. That side is down, and then let's go ahead and do the other side as well. All right, so we got those 2 guys down, and I use my monthly view for tracking all of my expenses. So I also have the Humble Beginnings budget kit here, which has a bunch of decorative washi that you can use to like spice up your budget setups. Expense tracking stickers, bill due stickers. So that's what I will use here when I get to that process, but I just figured I'd mention that. And then I don't mind the date dots, and I like to have lots of space on each box. So I'm gonna use, just leave it like this, but you can definitely use these date dots if that is something that is important to you to just pull it all together. I'm not going to. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the spread. Like I said, today we're going to be doing our February budget. So I have all these extra bookmarks that are kind of sticking out. So let's get into it. I'm gonna start by putting down some washi, and I think what I'm going to do is use this brown. I love this brown. I feel like it just kind of goes really well with the pink. Do you guys remember back in the day? Like I don't remember, and it's funny because now with daughters, like all of the trends that were a thing when I was Macy's age are coming back, like the bell-bottom leggings and stuff. That was a thing when I was like her age, or a little bit, younger, and so it's kind of funny how, like, I remember the brown and pink being a big trend back in the day. Okay, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Again, sorry for the shadows, it's driving me crazy, but I just really wanted to get these videos up for you guys because I have been notoriously very late. So for income, we have a few different income types. I definitely recommend that if you are on your budgeting journey and you're in a situation where you don't have many streams of income, to look for other streams of income, especially if your income is variable. I think it's really, really, really important to have other streams because you just never know when one stream is going to dry up and not be a thing. Like, I feel like a lot of people realized that with TikTok when TikTok was about to go away, and lots of people who are creators kind of realized, like, oh crap, like, this is my well-being, you know? So I definitely recommend trying to find, like, you know, side hustles and things like that, just to have extra income coming in. It's never a bad choice to have extra things coming in, but also I would highly recommend not having all of your income dependent on one source. People do it, I've done it, but I recommend trying not to if possible. So we're gonna get into income types. So first we have our paychecks. So, oh my goodness, I've already messed up. I was gonna put pay cake, my goodness. Let me go grab some whiteout. Okay. So I realized as I was kind of going through and talking too, that unfortunately I think my focusing is kind of being weird today. So hopefully it's not a big deal. So paycheck one, I have whiteout on me. Mila was playing with it, so of course now it's being goofy. Then we have paycheck two. We have our variable income, and then we have other, and I'll kind of talk about. So paycheck one and paycheck two are guaranteed. The amounts don't change. Our variable income changes. So some of that includes like YouTube income. Nowadays, I feel like I struggle to post videos. It's just hard with how busy life is. So that's one item. And then other is our interest from our high yield savings account. It also includes like our Discover cashback. I will have links down below for both if you want to sign up for a high yield savings account. We use Ally Bank and I have loved having them. Every single month when we get our income, our interest income, I transfer it over to our checking account, and that's just extra income. It helps honestly pay for like the kids' activities. So I will have a link down below. I think they usually have sign up bonuses and things like that. So again, I'll share that. But those are our sources of income. And again, I highly recommend, if you don't already, try to look for different sources of income. It makes a huge difference. Next, we have variable expenses and fixed expenses split out. So we're gonna start with variable expenses. You're gonna see a number of utilities here, but then we also have some utilities in our sinking funds as well. I'll film a separate video for that. Sinking funds are very different for us nowadays, and I'll talk more about that in that video. But yeah. We do have some that are like, yeah, we fund every single month, especially things that are like bills. But then there are some sinking funds that are more of like, oh, if we have the extra money and we can still maintain our goals, if that makes sense. So first variable expense is always our electric. This is to obviously put the lights on in the house. Then we have gas, and this is for our home. So we do have like a gas stove, and obviously like we live in the Midwest, so it's freezing right now. Then we have groceries, and I feel like we are at the point in life with our kids where we cannot keep food in the house. Fruit, gone within days. Meat, gone within days. We are at the point where we're very lean on like what we have available. So what typically happens is Jason will cook, you know, I think Jason cooks 3 days a week, maybe 4 days a week. And then we eat a lot of leftovers when we can, and then other times like he'll have to go out and get more food because we just run out. So it's crazy. We're at the time in life where like we have to go to the grocery store at least twice a week, which is crazy, but also like it's good. The kids are growing up, you know, it's a good problem to have. Next we have eating out. So we don't eat out a ton, but we do usually have dinner out on Monday nights because the girls have tumbling, so we just grab something on the way home. And then sometimes on Saturday nights we'll go out as well. And usually it's just like fast food. Like the girls love McDonald's. It's crazy how much they love McDonald's. They prefer that over anything else. And honestly, like it's better than going out to dinner or, you know, brunch or something and spending $100 because that's just honestly ridiculous in my mind. So eating out. Then we have household. So this is for like toilet paper, paper towels, laundry soap, shampoo, conditioner, all that stuff. Then we have gas for our cars. Right now we're just putting gas in 2 cars. We have a 2013 Prius C, and then we have a 2018 RAV4. Eventually, we would love to get a Toyota van. I think they're called a Sienna, maybe. We are working right now on paying off our home. We're getting really, really close to being able to pay it off. Not really, really close. Like we still have years, but we're seeing really good progress. So eventually I think we would love to buy a van, but for now we're kind of focusing on paying off the house. And then when we get to that point, we're hoping we can cash fund a van. So anyway, gas for cars. Then we have our allowances. So my allowance and Jason's allowance. We don't really do allowances for the girls. They are responsible for maintaining their rooms and things like that. But I just feel like with how busy we are, we don't have a ton of opportunities for them to even earn an allowance or, you know, help out. But if we ever get to a situation where they want to, usually Jason and I just have cash like from our allowances and we can always use that for them. But again, we're just so busy and the kids are busy with activities and friends and play dates and school work that I feel like we never even have time for them to like earn money, if that makes sense. Okay, so next we have our amount. So I don't know if I updated. I don't think I did. I did not update what our electric is going to be. So we're just gonna leave it at what I have. So we're gonna budget $75 for electric. That might be way too low. For gas, we are going to budget $95. We actually already got that bill in and that was $92.45. It kind of makes sense with our house. When our gas goes up, the electricity goes down. That's just always been the case. For groceries, we always budget $1,000. Again, that may seem really high, but that includes all of our lunches, breakfasts, dinners, snacks. It also includes Macy's hot lunch at school. So just kind of a lot. Eating out, we do $300. This is eating out for the family. It does not include when I get coffee or when Jason goes out with friends for food. That's strictly just like when we go out as a family. Household, we're gonna budget $200. Gas for our cars, we're going to do $175. Jason and I both get $200 for allowance. And again, this is kind of an all-encompassing fund. So for me and Jason, that includes like going to get haircuts. I get my eyebrows threaded. It includes clothes nowadays. It includes going out with friends, anything else like that. Sinking funds I'm gonna leave because honestly at this point I have no idea what we're gonna end up funding. So I'm gonna put 0 for unbudgeted and then I'm gonna move on to fixed expenses. I'll talk about this in the sinking fund video. I kind of alluded to it as well, but sinking funds look so different for us nowadays. Back in the day, we used to have like a set amount, and no matter what, I would always fund that amount. And so we had some pretty high balances in sinking funds. Right now, with us trying to be aggressive with paying off the house, doing that just doesn't make sense. So we're very lean when it comes to sinking funds. We really just fund what we need. And so it's kind of more variable. Like, honestly, a lot of our funds could be like variable expenses instead. So for example, we just realized like Macy grew a ton. Her pants are way too short now. They're like way above her ankles. So I took her and got pants today. Well, we don't have a ton of sinking fund money for clothes for the girls because like we just have been focusing on other goals. And so instead of having money set aside, whatever we spent today, which I think was like $100, that's directly coming out of this income, if that makes sense. It's not like, ideally I would love to have a bunch of sinking funds and like our ending savings or like whatever amount is going towards our goal doesn't change and like fluctuate that much, but just the nature of like our goals right now and also our income being so variable, that's just kind of how it is. So that's that. And then we'll move on to fixed expenses. So first we have is our mortgage. Talked about this a bunch, but we are working on paying that off. So the amount that you guys will see is our base mortgage amount, which includes like our principal, interest, also includes our escrow and you know, everything that goes along with that, plus an additional extra mortgage payment. We do 2 extra mortgage payments every single month. One is like with our automatic payment that pays our mortgage, and then the other one's an extra one depending on our results at the end of the day. So that's that. And then we have internet, Hulu Live. This is like our TV. We have Netflix. We really only have Netflix because the girls, that's like what they watch. Then we have cell phones. So this is for mine and Jason's cell phone, and then also Macy's Apple Watch. We have my life insurance. This is an additional life insurance we have on myself. The girls' 529 plans. We have our Ring doorbell. Mimi's preschool. And then we have my laser hair removal. I'm super excited with Mimi's school. We decided that starting on June 1st, she's no longer going to go to school. Macy will be done with 3rd grade around that same time. And so this summer we're gonna try and travel and just do a lot of things where the girls aren't really in like summer camp or at school that much. Like we wanna be able to spend time with family and everything before Mila starts kindergarten in the fall. So I'm so excited that we only have, like we've already paid our February tuition for Mimi. So we have March, April, May. We have 3 more months of tuition. And I'm like, once that is done, all that money can just go towards the mortgage. And I'm super excited about that. That school has been great for her. We've loved it, but I am very much looking forward to not having that as like an ongoing charge. So our mortgage is $2,750, including that extra mortgage payment. Internet now is $116. Hulu Live is $87 and 99 cents. Netflix is $15.49. That's actually going up in March, which is so annoying to me. Our cell phones, I believe, are going to be $115. We're still kind of figuring out what that amount is going to be. Life insurance is $42.55. The girls' 529s, we put $200 per kid, so that's $400 total. Ring doorbell is $499 per month. Preschool is $1,235. And then my laser hair removal is $312.70. So our total for fixed expenses are $5,079.72. So that is our budget. I know there's still some unknowns, especially when it comes to our sinking funds, but that's kind of the basics. I try to make it to be the case where like our budget doesn't fluctuate a ton every single month. The sinking funds definitely help with that, so I feel like there is more fluctuation now, but for the most part, everything here should encompass most of our expenses. Like our home stuff is a lot in this variable section, and then sinking funds kind of encompass everything extra. So anyway, that is my budget video. I am going to go ahead and film my sinking fund update and just kind of let you guys know where we stand in terms of our beginning balances and then what we plan to add as of right now. I'm also gonna go ahead and film a weekly check-in after I'm done tracking all of my expenses. Decided tonight the girls are out with Jason and some of their friends, so I'm going to watch a show and update my transactions and then pop in after that and do a little weekly check-in. So hopefully there's lots of videos up for you guys this week, but that is it when it comes to our February budget. Let me know how February has been going for you guys. I know this is going up so late, so I apologize for that, but let me know if anything is different with your February budget, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking.